Welcome back to the long-awaited return by many to the Thompson Talks podcast. I'm here with a very couple of very special guests. Mr. Oscar Boyle to my left.
What's up?
And to his left, Max O'Neill.
How's it going?
So, this is a return. I don't know why I gave up for a while, but perfect opportunity to fucking do another one. So we're outside, so if you hear a bit of wind and etc., dogs, whatever, that's Max's fault.
We just thought we'd get a bit more serenity to the podcast.
Yeah.
How is the serenity?
The serenity,
Nice bit of
it
atmosphere.
really is good. It's a beautiful day today too. So if you hear the wind, it's the slight gentle breeze and the birds. We've got a few things to talk about today. Whether we just stay on task, who fucking knows. We'll start off easy. The Lakers won the championship, just to conclude the NBA talk on this podcast. 4-2. My girlfriend's walking off in the distance waving. Bye. Lakers won 4-2. Wasn't really a close series. Did you watch many of the games, Oz?
I watched most of them. It just didn't feel like the NBA finals this year.
Yeah.
It was good because and I was really happy for LeBron to get number 4 and it was a good series. And Miami, I had Lakers in 5, and Miami put up a bit more fight than I thought they would, but in the end it was kind of pretty easy for the Lakers.
Jimmy really put the team on his back. That team wouldn't have made the playoffs, or would have made the playoffs, wouldn't have made the finals without Jimmy. That's for
I was
sure.
going to say, in the one game that I watched, he was easily the standout player on Miami.
Yeah.
And I know nothing about basketball,
Well, there you
but
go.
from me watching that, I was like, oh, number 22, he's pretty good.
It was that game 5, wasn't it, when he had the unreal?
Yes.
Was
that was the 40 point
game
triple
that I
double.
watched.
We all went over to watch
I watched that one.
with a couple of mates, and none of us were Lakers or Heat fans, and it was a great game to watch.
Yeah, was it 40 seconds off all game or something? 40
Yeah, it was 48 seconds for the entire game.
And you could see in the post-game interviews he was just...
Stuffed.
Yeah.
Yep, so Lakers won. LeBron 4-4, greatest player of all time. If you'd like to at me, please do, because...
I was going to say, would you actually say he's better than
He's my
Jordan?
greatest. I think it's probably a bit of recency bias in
What's
the fact that...
the stats-wise compared to him and Jordan?
Rings and stuff is... Jordan's 6-0 in the finals.
LeBron's 4-6.
Yeah,
So
right.
the thing with Jordan is he was perfect in the finals. He won every time he went.
Yeah, right.
So, no, he's my greatest of all time. Fuck Jordan. That's Lakers in 6. That's done. Let's move on from the basketball talk, because Maxie's not the biggest basketball fan.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, we can quickly show him. We just watched the Titans-Buffalo game,
Oh, yeah.
which Maxie's fantasy quarterback Josh Allen had an absolute outing.
Yeah. Look, I'd already won my matchup this week against Francisco, or whatever.
Francisco.
Yes, Francisco, I mean.
Yeah.
I'd already, blown him out of the water by 20 points, and my quarterback hadn't even played yet. There's fucking that many mozzies here.
There's Mozzie.
So I'd already won that, but Josh Allen did fuck all for me today, really.
Yeah.
So that was disappointing.
Yeah. Josh Allen was just struggling. What did he throw 2 picks?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interceptions.
Defense was all
He
over
threw
him.
one in the first minute of the game. I was like, hey, what are you doing? This isn't like
Setting
you.
up for a hot one. So that was a blowout. That was I don't remember the score. It was 48 to something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't close.
46 to
It was under
15?
20, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched that, and we'll jump into your topic now, Max. Well, not your topic, but a topic about you. Little Eddie, we come over here to Max's mum's new house. Sam, this is your house, not Max's house.
Yeah, she wants that to be clear.
To meet Eddie and watch the game. So Eddie's a little, what is he?
He's a Japanese Akita.
Japanese Akita, a little fluffy dog with fucking needle teeth.
Oh, fuck yeah. I have scratches and puncture wounds in
Well,
my hands
he
constantly.
drew blood already from me, just from a
Yeah.
little nip before.
Oh, yeah.
He's an aggressive little thing.
He doesn't fuck around. I picked him up the other day and he full-on bit me on the cheek and drew blood from me. And I accidentally... I got a bit of payback for him. Not that I meant to do it on purpose, but I had him beneath my feet on the couch the other day, and I was doing stuff on my laptop, and he bit straight into my leg, and my laptop just dropped off my lap, hit him straight on the knob,
Oh.
and he ran off crying. But I went up and, like, you know, gave him a hug, and I just said to him, like, you know, it was partly your fault, mate. So, you know, you deserved it a bit.
Well, Max, he won't do it again, will he?
Exactly. He won't.
Well, we had Jess, my girlfriend, came over. She's a lover of all dogs, and even she was having a bit of trouble handling him because of the teeth, and he gets a bit aggro real quick. But he's a very cute dog.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
cute.
So fluffy.
already grown heaps from, like, this is the first time we've all seen him, but from pictures he's already fucking massive.
Oh, well, he was 3 kilos when we got him 2 weeks ago. Now, 2 weeks later, 6 kilos, so
Yeah.
he's doubled in size pretty much.
And if we had our mate out here who also has a puppy, he could tell you about puppy growth, but he's sleeping on the couch inside.
He's had a big 3 hours at work this morning.
And he's at his Macca's.
3 hours
and
of
he
work.
is down for the count.
Mackey's, and he's on the recliner, passed
He
out.
just looks like the ultimate dad right
Yeah,
now.
He really does. We got a good I like a cut G video
Yeah.
from slapping his head. Yeah.
Oh,
If Angie
so-
wakes up halfway through this podcast and joins it, I think that'll be probably the best thing that could happen to the show.
Legit.
But, alright, dog talk out of the way. We heard the school, we're close to mine and Oscar's childhood primary school, and we heard the bell go off before, and there was an announcement, a kid was making an announcement, and it sparked a bit of memory in Max. So you got a school story for us regarding, well, we were talking,
Oh,
the bell rang, and we
Yeah.
heard them, and we were talking about
you know, when
going
you,
to principals.
yeah, when you got called up to the office.
Actually
or-
talk up too.
Yeah, when you got called up to the office and, like, you know, you weren't sure. Is it like, am I in trouble, or is Mum here to pick me up? Like, what's happening? Has someone in my family died? Like, you just
You do
don't-
think about
You
that.
always
You
thought
just
the worst. didn't you?
didn't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were like, what's happened? But yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I'd been called up to the office a few times in primary school, just for, not for me, but like for other people, because I was saying about when I got basically, a lot of the guys would remember this, just bloody attacked pretty much on the soccer pitch at BSE by this bloke called Noodles.
Fucking noodles.
bloody dickhead he was.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, so give us the noodle story then. What's this fight on the pitch?
Oh, because, like, we were all playing soccer. Like, I think Tynan had remembered this well. Like, we were all playing soccer, just having, like, a mini sort of futsal game. You know, the classic where we'd set up the bags as the goal posts. And I think is what happened from my memory. I was, like, going with the ball. Like, I had the ball. I was dribbling up the side. And he sort of came up to me and, like, you know, like, tackled, got the ball off me, and then I sort of, you know, chased him down after that. I was like, I ain't letting him get away with this shit. And then, so, you know, I think I might have accidentally hacked into his leg a little bit. Like, I didn't mean to.
Accidentally studs up into the ankle.
Yeah, absolutely clocked him. But then he just fucking lost it at me after that. Like, he literally, like, just pushed me to the ground and, like, was, like, on top of me, like, he was, like, choke holding me at one point.
God.
And then all the other guys had to, like, come and, like, get him off me. And then, yeah, I got, like, called up to the principal's office, like, in the next set of classes. And I was like, fuck, am I, like, in trouble or something? And then it was literally just the principal, Flemmo, just saying, are you good? Like, I heard what happened.
Yeah. Max's mum's
Yeah.
just come in the
Yeah.
window and she's pointing at Angus, who was asleep
Just
on the
out like a
couch
light.
inside.
Yeah, big 3 hours at work.
What was he? Topsoiling. Yeah, just doing a bit of
Topsoiling.
topsoiling.
Whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, continue, Max.
Oh, but yeah, no, like, Flemmo was literally just, like, saying, are you good? Like, he apparently heard from someone else that it had happened. And, like, yeah, I just told him, like, you know, Noodles was just full on, just bashing into me for no fucking reason. And then, yeah, Flemmo's just like, oh, okay, well, we'll make sure he's punished, right? I think he ended up getting, like, a few days off school, like, he got, like, suspended for that. So
Yeah, back in those days, suspension was just a day off school, though, wasn't it? Like,
I think it was like, yeah, well, it depended, like, what you did. didn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
who knows?
What's like the idea behind that punishment? Like,
It's like, oh, stay home, play video games.
oh no, please, not that. Anything
Don't
but that.
suspend me, no.
Or they'd either do that, or they'd just make you stay at school, and you wouldn't.
That was the worst
You'd have
one.
to, you'd have to
In-school
stay
suspension.
in, do like extra homework,
Yeah.
and, like recess and lunch, and they'd purposely like put you in the year 8 building so you're looking out to the soccer pitch where your
Yeah.
mates are all playing soccer.
Gosh.
I can remember one, you know exactly what I'm about to start talking about. We were talking about it the other day. A principal story for us, but it was at primary school. Max's mum was just signalling us some very interesting things. At primary school, we got called into the principal's office. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes.
So
Actually,
there was
Oh.
I'm sure everyone's remembers Moshi Monsters. Max, I don't know if you were a member of the Moshi Monsters
Don't get me
community.
started. Oh,
So-
I remember exactly what my guy looks like.
I'm gonna let Oz lead this story because I don't think my memory's as good. But
well, it was grade 5, I think,
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
And there was this new kid who will remain nameless, even though God knows where he is now, and it wouldn't even matter. But there
Well,
was
just
this.
his last name was reminiscent of a fruit, but it wasn't spelt the same way.
Oh, I just
And-
say it.
and-
He claims it was Appel, but it was like APPEL or something.
just
And
Apple.
everyone just called him Apple.
and he
And
hated
he just
it.
couldn't stand it. It's
He
like,
hated it.
it's Appel.
so anyway, so this is like grade 5 or whatever it was, and Moshi Monsters like it was sort of getting big in the classroom, and yeah, I think we got bullied for that.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think Moshi Monsters is all that popular. Yeah, so we had this new kid, and we were friends with him on Moshi Monsters, I guess, and Jack and I thought we'd be a little bit clever, and what did we say? We were representatives or something from Moshi Monsters.
It was the biggest fucking, like, so easy to tell it wasn't real.
Like, we were just like, oh yeah, we're part of like the Moshi Monsters administration or something. So we're just gonna need your username and password, buddy.
And this
And he's like,
motherfucker,
oh, yeah, no
he
worries.
bit so easily. Mozzies everywhere. He bit, like, I don't know how you believe that. Did we actually just go up to him in person and say that? Or was it like a
Yeah.
fake Skype or something?
I don't know. I reckon we just straight up asked him, can we have that? And he just wrote it down for us, and we just had that. We took it and run. And then in classic like 10-year-old fashion,
Yep.
like we thought, what's like the worst thing we could do with this? So we made his Moshi Monster and his room look like a girl.
So we changed.
So we had no malicious, like, we didn't want to get rid of things or like
Yeah.
take things off his account. We were just like, let's just make everything pink
Yeah.
because that's funny.
And like, it would have taken like 5 minutes to
Yeah.
fix it back or something. But it turns into this like whole just a debacle, just an absolute farce. Sorry, and it's just like, oh, this is cyberbullying, guys. This is just like way too far. Like, you just don't understand the serious ramifications of what you've done, actually. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like, this guy is such an idiot. He's given us his username and password. And yeah, we're at fault.
If anything, we're teaching him a lesson. But no. We get the principal. We get sent to the principal's. It was me, you, and an accomplice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, rather.
Who's the accomplice?
You wouldn't know him. It was Tom.
was it Tom or was it
thought it
James?
I thought it was Tom.
Tom. Probably Tom.
I reckon it was Tom.
Tom. Big Tom.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll send it to him and let him know I mentioned him in the podcast, Tommy.
Yeah. And I remember after all of it, they were just like, I think me and Tom had to like, or maybe you as well, we had to make him a new one.
Yeah, I feel like that
I
was
think we had to
part
like
of it.
set up a new account. We're like, here you go.
Oh,
buddy.
well, we're part
sorry
of
for
the
what we did."
administration, so we can easily do that for you.
Yeah, look, we can just pull a few strings for you, buddy, and oh my god.
We'll give you some extra coins as
Gullible
well.
to say the very least, he
Yeah,
was.
like I don't even like. I can't believe that was even like a thing. Like,
Yeah,
they made a big deal out of it.
bigger than needed to be.
It's a power.
Never forget fucking Apple.
Yeah.
The
Was he
poor
only
bloke.
there for that 1 year?
I feel like he was. Maybe we bullied him. Maybe the Moshi Monster straw was the one and
Put
only.
him over the line.
It was the
just-
one
that was
and
the
only.
last straw. So like,
Fuck it, I'm going to Kennington.
he said, "Don't come to school tomorrow, fellas."
Oh, I can't think of anything in high school that I had similar to that. Closest
Nah.
I probably got was like a late LA submission or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Flew pretty straight.
bloody LAs.
Because school was... Oh, this is a good... This is someone I was talking about someone... I was talking to someone about this the other day. Which school did you prefer most? High school or... We'll just call it senior.
Wait, so as in BSc?
As in for
or
us,
senior?
BSc or
Yeah.
senior.
So.
Oh, I think I have much better memories of BSc.
BSc.
And because there was just more fun at BSc
Yeah.
because it wasn't like, so serious. You weren't having to
Yeah.
work towards trying to get a good score.
Yeah.
And like at senior, we sort of all hung around the tables at lunch. Like we didn't, play soccer like we
Yeah.
used to. It just, BSc was better by a mile,
Yeah.
I'd say.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I agree. Just for that reason of like it's not as serious.
Yeah.
And like because when you're in year 11 and 12, like it kind of starts to matter what you do.
Yep.
So I would
Oh
say.
fuck! I have to try now.
Oh, shit. I feel like I might have had better teachers at Bendigo Senior.
Yeah, I think I agree with
Yeah.
that. Oh, I was definitely you that I was talking to you about
Yeah.
this, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I had the better teachers, but like BSA, it was just like I just look back on it and think we just had the best time
Oh,
there. Like
yeah.
it was just like, and at the time you sort of don't appreciate how good it was.
Yep.
But yeah, it was just the best days because it was just that easy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's hard to disagree with that. Because, like, I was trying to think about it in my head. Like, I don't understand how senior wasn't better. Because you get all that freedom and,
Yeah.
like... But I guess it is that. It's the school thing. It's like you
Yeah.
have to try harder and you have to know what you were... Did any of you know what you wanted to do after senior before you got there?
Wait,
Still
so after
So, like, while you were still at BSc, say while you're in the phase of
like
picking
what
subjects...
courses or
yeah.
what you wanted to do?
Did you
in
know what
life?
you wanted to do post-senior?
So like when
Oh no.
No.
Oh, I had like a brief idea that like I was maybe gonna do teaching,
Yeah.
but in year 12, and everyone pretty much knows this who knows me, I literally did fuck all in
I
year
think
12.
I can speak for me as well. I did fuck all in year 12.
Like I went into the exams, answered like 5 questions, and was like,
okay, I didn't do it. Okay, I didn't do
because
that, but-
I knew I didn't want to go to uni
Yeah.
straight away, and so I was like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
So I just fucked around.
Yeah.
And yeah.
well I tried. Year 12 was pretty important to me. I put in a shift that year.
Was it worth it, Oscar?
No, absolutely not. Well, I was just trying to think about, like, did I know what I wanted to do? I was the same as you. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a primary school teacher.
Yeah, I was primary school
then-
as well.
I reckon maybe year 11 I was like, so that's it. You just want to be a teacher? Like, no
Yeah.
disrespect to teachers, but I just think it's kind of like the cop-out job.
Yeah.
Like, when you just don't know what to do, you just become a teacher. And my dad's a teacher, so, I got respect for them and everything, but,
Great teacher at that.
yeah, I think, and because he was a teacher at the school when I was in year 11 and 12, that kind of drove me to, like, I have to try.
Yeah.
Went every day, and,
Well, with risk of sounding like a broken record, I had dreams of being a teacher at school too, and I did a Bachelor of Primary Education at uni for all of 6 months before I left it.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
You
so
did
I
that?
went, I was an idiot, right? So I went from school, my favourite class at
Nothing
senior...
much has changed.
Yeah, thank you. From senior, my favourite class was psychology. So my genius is like, yeah, let's do psych at uni.
Yeah.
Not thinking like I had to do behavioural neuroscience and like the actual technical stuff of psychology. So I left that 6 months, worked. Bachelor of Primary Education, 6 months, work, as I left.
yeah.
And then a Bachelor of Business majoring in marketing and some bullshit. Left that literally a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fuck uni, it's overrated.
I actually think it is.
I'm nearly finished, and I agree. Honestly, like it's just
It was me and Luke were having a good conversation in the car about it the other day. If he listens, he'll remember this.
He will
And
most definitely listen.
Yeah,
Shout out, Luke.
and like
so.
he said it in a really good way. It's like, you should only go to uni if it is definitely a step towards the thing you're gonna like you want to do. Like,
Yeah.
don't do it if it's just I'm doing uni because it's it's good.
Well,
like
I
only
think-
do it if it's necessary. For
I
what
think
you
a
want to
reason
do.
it's massive is because you don't really see the other options when you're at school.
Well, it felt like to me at senior, they didn't emphasize enough that there's other paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I suppose they're sort of forced to do that because it sort of reflects on the school, like how many of their students go into university system. But, you know, it felt like there wasn't enough, like, sort of talking about, like, TAFE or smaller courses.
Yeah.
Or, you know, even going into trades or just other general paths in life. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess that's just school. But I guess you're right in saying that they kind of, it reflects on themselves and how many people they can get through the uni system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause- Yeah.
it's just been... Yeah, it's been a weird 3 years, especially in this last year, just with the online learning.
Yep.
Oh, so wait a sec. Are you done now, Oz?
Almost.
Yeah, so, like, I've got, like, 2 exams, and if I pass everything, that's it, I get my degree.
Oh, bloody awesome.
Yeah, well done for a start.
Sorry.
Congratulations.
Jesus Christ, that'll be the biggest relief.
Don't jinx me. Yeah, it will be. It'll be a load off, but I just don't even know what I'm going to do with it. Like, I just, like, don't care.
Yeah.
I just...
We're in a really weird stage because I think we're in one of the biggest stages of anyone's life. Like, being 20 is, like, your decision-making stage.
Yeah.
But we're also in one of the shittest years that we will ever live through in
my
COVID.
God.
That's just making everything infinitely harder.
I think what's made this year easier for me, though, is realising that I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're all going through something. Like, as much as other people might be going through bigger stuff than I am, like, I'm, you know, lucky enough to have a job, but it's still, like, affecting me mentally.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, we're all sort of having our struggles, and that's what's been good, that we're all just together.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, we're slowly but surely getting out of this. I think someone was saying that we might be getting lessened restrictions on this Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go!
So yeah, slowly but surely.
Summer.
Movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
gonna
movie.
open. That's
Alright,
actually...
that's an
oh.
excellent segue. Because we're going to talk about the fact that we want to go back to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, first movie on the list is Free Guy.
Freak.
Um,
And
Ryan
then
Reynolds.
Tenet.
and then Tenet.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tenet obviously is number one on the list.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not close.
No.
In terms of what else has come out or what's going to be out, what is there?
I'm trying to think.
Well, I think the Marvel movies are sort of pretty dead at the moment.
Yeah.
The only one that's coming out I know is the Black Widow, but that looks fucking shit.
I'll
really,
probably
to
still
be
see
honest.
it though.
Yeah, I'd probably watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe not at the movies.
Other than that, I don't know what's coming out. Is there like a new Quentin Tarantino movie, or is he making another one?
We haven't heard much about anything. I think like he'll be working on something. Like he'll be writing something as we speak. But I guess like it's just sort of looking into the next couple of years because like so much stuff's getting like delayed. Like,
Yeah,
the
Batman.
the Batman, the Battinson.
The Battinson.
I saw a hashtag Battinson today.
I'm very excited. I saw that filming resumed for that though. I saw
Yeah,
some
'cause
stills
he
of
just got out of-
Pattinson with
Just
his
beat COVID.
with his comb over.
He looks
Beautiful hair.
he's sexy, Bruce Wayne.
He is.
I'm like really excited for that movie.
So
I
that-
don't know if he's good as Ben Affleck. but,
As hashtag Batfleck.
Batfleck.
Come on, go, get your bash tags right.
Oh, Batfleck was the best.
I
So-
still haven't watched them. I still need to see them.
Is there a villain in that Batman movie, or is it sort of like an origin story?
In the new
The
Robert Pattinson one. Yeah, so
the
it's
Riddler and the
the
Penguin.
Riddler and the Penguin.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Have they been casted?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Paul Dano is going to play the Riddler and Colin Farrell's going to play the Penguin.
Yeah, cool.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the pics of Colin Farrell as Penguin yet?
I feel like I did see one the other day.
He looks crazy.
yeah,
Like, he looks so
it
different.
literally doesn't even look
Yeah.
like him. And then I'm just excited for Andy Serkis is being Alfred in it.
Oh, really?
So
That's awesome.
I don't know. Do you know who Andy Serkis
Doesn't
is?
ring a
Tom?
bell.
So he's
I'm not a
ba-
massive.
He's the guy who plays Gollum on
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Right,
Who does
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
He's usually a motion capture actor.
Okay.
Um,
Haven't seen
but
that, but
he's an actor I really love, so I'm excited for him to be in it.
yeah.
So that'll be good.
Crazy.
So apart from that, is there anything else that's like on the radars?
There's a film called Dune coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah,
so
I
I've
saw
never
the
watched the
trailer for that.
original.
I watched it the other day. It's like notoriously a pretty bad film.
But it's just one of those classic 80s.
Yeah,
sci-fi.
it's
because it was
very-
80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 84 I think. It's a David Lynch film, but everyone's like, you don't really count it as a David Lynch film because he didn't have Final Cut on it. So like he didn't have his full creative
Yeah, right.
integrity or whatever you call it on it. So yeah, I thought it was alright, but I only watched it because I'm keen for the new one
Yeah.
with Chalamet and
Well, I think it's,
The
from what
cast
I've
is
heard, it's split into 2 parts. They're doing it in 2 movies.
yeah, because that was the problem with the first one. I think it only goes for like 2 hours, but because it's based on a book.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they,
they just chucked it.
Yeah, they like
condensed it.
smashed everything together and they just cut out like so much stuff
Mm.
and like kind of just went unexplained and
Yeah.
yeah. But I think they'll do a real good job. It's Denis Villeneuve who did the Blade Runner sequel, so
Okay.
I think yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
Nothing else.
I think that's pretty much
Yeah.
it with
It's been a pretty slow year for
Yeah.
movies.
I think, it's just been... Everything's been delayed because of this year, so that it's almost not worth talking
almost.
about
That being
stuff
said,
that's...
do you reckon the next few years are going to be some of the best that we'll see in a little bit? Or
Oh.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, after this delay, we need some good movies to come out.
I feel like all the like directors and writers and actors like
ready
during
to go?
during this time in lockdown, they'll sort of just be stewing in their creative bubble
Yeah,
and
Yeah, exactly.
they'll be ready to unleash, so to speak.
Well, hopefully the next few years we get some good films.
Yep.
And hopefully the movies open up soon enough so we can go see
So
said
I can
films.
waste more money.
Alright.
Would be nice.
I've got one more big topic.
Oh, and quick update: Angus is still asleep on the I
We
can
will-
see him just sitting there.
Last straw, if we run out of topics, whenever that happens, the last thing we'll do is leave it recording, go get him, and try and wake him up
Yeah.
for the last little bit of it.
Yeah, sounds good.
The only other thing I've got written down is this thing that you've been fucking excited for since the day of conception, which is a few weeks ago, is your camping trip. Our camping trip.
Oh, our camping trip.
So-
I think I'm really excited for this one. Like, I don't shut up about it.
Yes.
Just because it sort of seems like so far when we've been organising it, it seems like this is going to be the first one with all the guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I think the only person that's a bit iffy is Cohen.
yeah.
Because he did mention, like, he doesn't know if he can get work off
Yeah.
or not. But,
So if you're hearing this, Cohen, send this to your boss. He'll let you have work off.
yeah, you need to come.
So in
Yeah.
terms of numbers, if everyone makes it, we're over 10.
Yeah, so I think we'll have about 11 if we've got
That's a
everyone.
lot of fucking people.
So
we
we'll,
better get everyone.
yeah,
That'd
it
be
will be
sick.
good.
So what's the plan? We're headed west, east, towards the beach.
So we're heading east to this place that's McGarren's Beach, I think is how you say it, which is sort of along the same stretch as the 9 Mile Beach, sort of in the fucking mozzies.
Whenever you just hear the in the background,
It's
you know
just,
that's just
we're clapping
clapping
mozzies.
mozzies.
But yeah, it's in the sort of southeast of Victoria,
Yeah.
and it just looks really good. And I think, I'm really excited because, we're getting all the boys, and just the last 2 trips we've done, the camping trips, have just been an awesome time, just a relaxed time. Like, it's not even the fact that we do a lot,
Yeah,
it's just the fact that,
kind of get away.
yeah.
Just
and
the camaraderie.
Exactly.
camaraderie.
That's
The Aussie
it.
spirit, as they say.
Camaraderie.
So me and Oz didn't make the last trip.
No.
Yeah,
So give us
disappointed
the-
in you. So, this is
Give
the
us a
makeup
light
one.
rundown of what you did last year.
Well, last year, where did we start off? We started in this. I don't exactly know where it was, but we went to this spot that was like near this river, and like we found it on. I think Tynan found it on like Google Maps, like
Yeah,
randomly.
right.
He was like, "Oh yeah, this looks like a good spot," and the roads looked a bit sort of tough to get into, so we were like, "Oh, we'll give it a go." And then we went in, and then the weather was fucking appalling on
Yeah.
the day. Like we were going, like it was pissing down. It was just cold as, and like it was sort of a windy sort of dirt road in, and it was looking sketchy. And it sort of, Ethan was in his what is he?
Triton.
Triton. And so me and Tiny were in our Falcon Utes and sort of going, yeah, we're not built for four-wheel drive. And then we ended up coming out to this sort of open area, and there was like this massive patch of sand.
Oh.
And so we were driving over it, and we were like, fuck, we got to do a Yui. So I sort of made the mistake of like stopping and then trying to, do a 3-point turn and go
Yeah.
around, and my wheel just dug in, and so I was like, fuck. So we ended up getting it out. We had to get like all the boys on the back pushing and like get bloody shovel to dig out the tyre. So lucky we kept out of that. And then we ended up making it down to our spot along sort of the river, had a pier off it. And then it was still pissing down raining at this point. And we hadn't brought like a gazebo or any cover with us. So the thing we used as cover that was there was the toilet block. So it was this probably, I'd say 3x3 meter toilet.
Yeah.
That we all ended up that night getting our camping chairs in, and we all just sat in.
There's a very good video of this that I've seen that one of you took where you're all just camped in there. You look cozy as anything.
Oh, it was fantastic. We were actually like fine, like in there. It was actually a good time.
And did you end up actually sleeping outside, or did you sleep in the toilet?
No, we set up our swags and we ended up being
roughed
outside.
It out like the real troopers.
Yeah, it was tough. It was really tough.
Brought you back to nature though, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But anyway, I think it was Did we only spend? I think we only spent a day there, and then
said fuck this.
The next day we were sort of like, let's get out of here before the weather gets shitty again. And we ended up heading to just sort of, I think, south of Mount Gambier in South Australia.
Yeah.
And found this beautiful like spot on the beach, this just private sort of area, and it was really nice. Had all our swag set up, had the cars, and like got to play a bit of soccer on the beach, play some NFL on the beach.
Yeah.
And we ended up meeting a guy who like was doing like a tour around Australia in his in his 4B. And he was, really nice guy. Shout out to him wherever he is.
I know you're somebody.
I can't bloody remember his name, but he had some beers with us, and he was good. But and then we ended up like trying to the next day go to this other place, but gate was closed that we went to the previous year.
Yeah.
And then we ended up coming to Cohen's 21st.
Yeah, that all came back to that night.
Yeah,
which
so
was a big night.
It was sort of
with lots of ratios involved.
Yes.
Some being lies, potentially 2-to-1 girls to males.
Yeah.
And it was just
it was pretty much...
Was it just the sausage fest?
It was the sausage fest, as some would put it.
It was the sausage fest and Cohen's family.
Oh,
yes.
fun.
That was it. Were you know that?
No, I didn't go. I think I was working or something.
I think that was a pretty good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's... Yeah, so that's that trip.
It's sort of... It is hard to, like, sum it up all in one sort of thing and, like, explain to you how good it is, but you just sort of have to... It's one of those things you just have to be there for.
Yeah.
Well, are you excited?
Always. What for?
For the trip.
Oh,
obviously.
Of course. Yeah, of course I'm excited, because we're going to... When are we going? It's like mid-January next year.
Yeah, so, I think we're going...
Dates don't matter. Mid-January.
Yeah, well, I think it's like 18th we're leaving.
Yeah, so dates matter.
So if some of the followers of this want to
tag along, we're going to this
along.
location. We're seeing the longitude and latitude. No, it'll be good. I'm keen to just get away, because I haven't left Bendigo really. Oh, I've left Bendigo once since COVID's been fucked, and it was because I went to a funeral in Mornington.
Oh, yep.
But apart from that, like, I haven't had a chance to get away for a good reason.
Yeah.
I'm just keen to get out of Bendigo for a little bit.
See, I think I've only left once as well, and that was literally to pick up Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I've done.
Yeah, I don't think I've been out like at all. It's just been like staying home the whole time.
Even like getting out, like it would just feel like it's sort of like you're in a bubble always, and you can pop out of it once and eventually, but you always have to come back.
Yeah.
I'm very sick of this town.
Are you much of a camper?
I enjoy camping.
I was going to say you should be.
I haven't free camped ever.
Oh, because... Wait, what do you mean by free camp?
Like no power, no...
Yeah. Oh,
always been at like a campground,
but
I'm always the one that gets relegated to a tent.
Yeah.
And like, I like getting out and being Well, I guess yeah, it's kind of tough to say. I would enjoy free camping. I'm sure I would.
Yeah. Oh well, you got to get a swag.
Need
for
to get
this
a
trip.
swag.
So they just give you the rough end of the stick. They say,
Well,
how'd you get, buddy?
I'm pretty sure I probably agreed to it early,
Yeah.
but then it just became apparent that I had no choice.
Yeah.
Mum will probably listen to this. I probably had. She would let me sleep in the caravan at any moment that I wished on the floor. But yeah, I've only ever camped in caravan parks.
Yeah.
Are you much of a camper?
No.
No.
Not at all. So this will be a great experience for me.
You need to get us. Or do you have a swag?
No, I don't have a swag.
I've
I've
got
got. There'll be a tent around somewhere.
Get a swag. You need
Nah,
a
I'll
swag.
rough it out in the tent.
They're gonna convince. I promise you with all my heart, they're gonna say get a swag until the day that you leave.
How much a swag set you back?
200.
Look,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, whoever's on KK.
Just calm down. Just
Don't
a
want
lot
that
of
to
them
be
are
KK.
usually a lot more expensive. Like
Yeah.
I think Tiny's one is like, I think he said he paid like 600 or something.
That's
for it.
ridiculous.
But so this one that I've got, and then because I got it, I ended up recommending it to Angus and Ethan, and it was $200. It's a King's brand one. It's
Yeah.
really good. So that's a double. It's fucking huge.
It
You've
is.
laid in
Yeah,
it, Tomo.
it is
It's
actually
comfy
quite
as,
comfortable and calming.
really good quality. $200.
Yeah.
One-off payment of.
Yeah.
It could be yours.
One for $9.90. So yeah, so I'll get a good 4 days use out of it. Or
Oh mate.
back in the car.
Might just have to. I might
Remember
have
that one time we went camping? Oh, that was great.
Do you want to do it again? Oh.
that one will do.
Nah. Oh, no, it'll be good though.
It will be good.
So
And we do have some power, I will just say, because Tynan ends up bringing a generator.
Right.
So we're not completely off the grid. So we'll be able to charge, phones and speakers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we usually bring like a light we hang. So yeah, it's not
oh my
fully
god.
off grid.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. If I didn't have my phone,
Yeah.
I'd just be getting anxious. Got separation anxiety.
Yeah. Need to know what's going on always, everywhere.
Oh, are you like that though?
Sometimes, yeah.
I just need it. I, like a crack addict, I just need it. I need my music. Or
This generation, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah,
Music.
I'm
Not
pretty bad.
like you're not in this generation.
No, I'm a bit the same.
Like
I wish I wasn't as reliant on it as I am though. And some days I like go out of my way to try and not be.
It's hard though.
Like I
God.
just try to, I'll listen to like my music in the car, but if I'm, out and about, I'll just, keep it in my pocket or even just keep it in the car, chuck it under the seat. But,
I'm pretty. What are you guys?
Screen time. That's a
Screen
good.
time.
Have you got your phone there, Max?
oh,
Today it's already 3 hours.
wait, so
See,
I don't even know how to find this shit.
Mine gets skewed. Mine's
Oh, screen time, there we go. 3 hours, 32 minutes.
mine's 5 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
But YouTube has 3 hours because I fall asleep to YouTube a lot of nights.
Yeah, I get that because I listen to like a lot of ASMR and because we've had like big assignments for uni recently, and I like to put on like lo-fi beats.
Yeah.
And they go for like 3 hours, and obviously you can't turn your phone off, so that kind of skews it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what for you guys is your most like used app? Like how
Mine
much
are-
time do you have on it?
Oh well, I'll go without YouTube because
I know what Tynan's will be.
TikTok.
It'll be TikTok.
Are we
He's not
going? Are we
that
going
much.
this week?
I'm just on the thing. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
just the
on-
week.
Oh, actually,
Just
can you
this
go to
week.
last week if you can? Because
Oh yeah, get a full week's time.
because this week is all of 3 days old. Okay, no, it's not working for me for last week.
What's your daily average?
This week it's 7 hours.
Mine's 9 hours and 17 minutes.
What's yours, Max?
Your daily average.
Yeah,
Go to the. Oh, so
Maxie's just a
that's-
little bit of a boomer. with
Last
his phone.
week's average 4 hours.
4
Yeah,
hours. See,
4
that's
Oh my
good.
god.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, that's good for us. But you show it's like your mum, she'd probably be like, "How the fuck do you have 4 hours on your phone?"
Yeah.
Because like this generation is just
Oh
like
my god.
that's like normal.
And I was
See-
telling you the other week, I tried like the app restricted
Yeah,
things.
and what
They
did
do.
you think of that?
Oh, they just do nothing. Like, because you can just.
Change it.
Yep. And like.
Because like I think I set the time from like 11 o'clock at night to 9 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
But like it'll just be like midnight and I'll just be on my phone and like you can set which apps you want to be restricted. and I just had like all the social media ones, and I just found that I just like had to check it, and like it doesn't even stop you. It's just like
Don't do this.
You've reached your limit.
Stop.
You've reached your limit, or you can click this and go in for another 15 or whatever.
Oh.
It was like remind me in 5 minutes, and yeah, so I just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. Like, there's not really a set way to kind of get away from your phone anymore. I say anymore like there ever has been. But, like, yeah, I feel, like, lost without my phone sometimes. I don't know if it's just because of, like, the social media thing. Like, I like to know what's going on. Or more so the fact that I like to be contactable and know that I can contact people.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried deleting the apps, but you just end up getting them back just because something else will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, well, I did the same. I deleted, like, Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and I kept Twitter. Because Twitter, I don't really have many, like, IRL friends on Twitter. But, like, Facebook and Instagram, it's like, I'm missing out on, like, birthdays and, like, family stuff. So those ones are always, like, you delete them for a day, and it's like, oh, no, actually, I kind of need it back.
Like, yeah, Facebook could honestly go for me, like...
Yeah, I don't use Facebook.
Well, I rarely use it as it.
Instagram's the one for me that I use heaps.
Same.
And
Yeah, I think...
TikTok's... Like, Tynan's really bad, but I'm pretty bad.
Tynan, if you're hearing this, mate, we need
His
to have
name's been brought up a lot today.
we need to have an intervention.
Like,
about
don't
TikTok
stop sending them to me.
Yeah, please keep
I like
sending them. I appreciate them.
But, yeah, you got a problem.
And it is my fault that I don't check often, like on
Well, I will
TikTok.
just
And I
say,
said to these guys
yeah.
today, I looked at my thing for Tiny and I had 28 missed
Really?
things he'd sent me.
Oh, I can never let it... Because I've got the noties on. Do you guys
Oh,
have the
no,
note?
I don't have noties on.
No, I turned them off because one night I was laying in bed, it was just...
Ding, ding.
I was like, fuck, Tiny,
Yeah.
piss off.
I chase the thrill of opening the app at a random time during any day to see a notification.
Yeah, it's probably a
there.
good idea. I guess I just care for my friend Tynan. Like, I just like to get back to him real quick.
See, he's probably going to hear this and go, thanks, Oz. Max, I'm not going to send you any more TikToks.
Yeah. Good stuff.
No, good. So, look, I don't know about you boys. I don't have anything else on the list to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else you can think of.
I think we got to have a conversation with Angus.
Well, I think we should have a conversation with Angus also. If Max, we're going to let Max go try and grab him for a second. Or just
finally a break from Max. God. He just doesn't shut up.
it just keeps going. It's ridiculous. And he's left the door open. All the flies are going to come in. Well,
That's
you're born in a tent, mate.
That's it, Carl. Let all the flies in. All right, fellas. In you go.
I'll see if Oz can give us running updates here because I can't see shit.
Well, okay, so Max is at the recliner and he's giving a bit of a laugh and he's walking back. Angie's up.
Aggie's up.
He's up.
He's up.
Left foot, right foot.
Up
He's stumbling like an old man.
Very reluctantly.
Very reluctantly. Come on, Angie. We just need a few words from you, mate.
He's a pusher short of a pensioner.